Hey, I'm Corey, late diagnosed neurodivergent mom, trauma informed coach, and someone who's been called dramatic, intense, and too much more times than I can count. But here's what I've come to know: I wasn't always dramatic, I was being dismissed. There's a big difference. And if you're a neurodivergent woman who spent years questioning your instincts, muting your emotions, or wondering why your voice shakes when you speak up, it's not weakness, it's societal conditioning. So let's talk about reclaiming your voice and why it's not just healing for you, but legacy work for your daughter. So when we grow up neurodivergent and especially undiagnosed, the world teaches you early: don't take up space, don't feel so much, don't make others uncomfortable. So we adapt. We apologize before we speak. We rewrite the thing 5 times, and then we smile while we're burning inside. That isn't overreacting. That's socialized suppression, and neuroscience backs it up. Studies on women's communication patterns show that girls as young as 6 begin suppressing authentic emotional responses when they're exposed to consistent dismissal. We learned to perform calm so we wouldn't be punished for being real. And then when we became moms and suddenly we're expected to advocate, lead, and push back, that same inner voice starts speaking up. Don't say too much. You're being difficult. You'll be labeled. So we start shrinking again, especially in doctors' offices, IEP meetings, and family conversations, in those places where it often matters the most. And it's not just frustrating for us, it's re-traumatizing. Because every time we silence ourselves again, it confirms the old narrative: our truth isn't safe. So let's talk about what this is doing to our nervous systems. When we speak up and we're dismissed, our brains will register that as a threat. Our cortisol rises and our fight or flight activates. So we stop speaking, not because we're weak, but because our bodies are trying to keep us safe. But when we speak and are met with presence, oxytocin and serotonin increase. We feel connection, regulation, and belonging. So the more we tell the truth and we stand in our authenticity in these safe spaces, the more our bodies start to believe, I can be heard and held at the same time. And that, my friend, is not just empowerment. That is rewiring in action. So here's how I reclaim my voice now. I speak before I edit it down. I name my truth even when I'm shaking. And I practice in spaces that don't make me and don't ask me to water myself down. It's still incredibly uncomfortable sometimes, but it's also liberating. Because every time I speak in my truth and my authenticity, my daughter sees that she can do it too. She doesn't have to ask if she's too much. She can speak up when something feels wrong, and she trusts her intuition because she sees me modeling mine. So if you've ever been told that you're too emotional, too intense, or too dramatic, hear me out. You were never too much. You were too unfiltered for people who preferred silence over substance. Download the Emotional Resilience Reset to help your nervous system hold the power of truth-telling. And if you're craving a space where your full voice is not just welcomed but needed, PRC is waiting for you. And I want to leave you with this. You don't have to shout to be powerful. You just have to stop shrinking. Your voice was never too loud. It was just too real for the wrong rooms. Find the right room, then speak up.